my name is Bree Marsh. I'm an IFBB figure professional. I'm also a registered dietitian and a personal trainer. I'm also a mother of one 2-year-old boy. I'm married. I've been married for 11 years. I work in Athens, Georgia at Athens Personal Fitness. I got started a long time ago in fitness. I started working out in high school, and then I had a boyfriend who was real into weight training, and so he kind of got me started into that. And then I started competing in college. So my first competition was 2002. It was in Boone, North Carolina. It was in MPC. I did fairly well there, and then actually, this was a long, long time ago. Right after that show in 2002, I competed in Junior USA's. I don't know if you knew that. This is like 2003, and did not do well. So then I took a couple years off, and I got back into it seriously 2007, 2008. I started doing national shows. Did pretty well at the national level there. Then I did the USA's in 2009, and then after that I took a little bit of a break competing in figure, and I did some triathlons, so another aspect of fitness. That was very fun, completely different than what I was doing. I was pretty successful in that as well, and I did half marathons as well, and pretty successful with that. Then I kind of got tired with that, and then I really just wanted to get back into bodybuilding because that was kind of my passion. So let's see, 2012 I did another figure show, and it kind of lit the fire in me again. And then 2013 I competed at the national level a couple of shows, and that's when I met Steve, and then we worked together. And then after nationals 2013 I took another break and had a baby in 2014, and now here I am. Then 2016 I did another local show and won the overall, and then did a couple national shows and turned professional. I do have a family, and that's definitely my number one priority, but fitness is a very close number two. So it's just, like I said, it's always been a passion of mine, and I've just always looked up to the figure professionals and the bodybuilders, and I just thought it was just a very interesting lifestyle. And what keeps me going? Definitely my family keeps me going. My husband is very fit too. He does Ironman, so he's competitive on that side of it. Let's see. Just being healthy keeps me going. Keeping it interesting. Every prep is kind of a little bit different, and I learn things along the way, and I do research. And like I said, I'm a registered dietitian, and I do nutrition counseling with just everyday people who are wanting to lose weight and just get fit and become stronger. And so I do that part of nutrition, but then the competing part of nutrition is not totally different, but somewhat different. And so I just keep looking for different ways to prep for figure competitions. A lot of planning that goes into it. I prep the majority of my food ahead of time, so I'd say that's pretty essential to keeping balance in your life. My husband is very supportive, so it's good if you have a support team to help you out and backs you up on it. I just wake up every day, this is what I want to do, and I'm happy to be alive, and I'm happy to be able to work out every day, to be able to push myself and discover new things about my body, and that's probably the number one driving force that keeps me going. I guess my biggest advice is you do have to have that balance. I'm a very serious competitor, but that doesn't mean that I give up things. Like, I don't give up time with my family. Like, this past weekend, Like, we took a whole day to go to the aquarium. Like, I do not give up stuff like that. If I need to bring my food, then I bring my food. Or I just find something to eat while we're out. You know, you can always find something that fits into your competition prep diet. I would also say think long term about it. A lot of people, when they get into the sport, they just want to turn professional right away. Like, they see the professionals, and that's a great goal to have, of course, but they want to do it like within the next year, and it definitely takes time. Like I said before, I started in 2002, and I took breaks, you know, and don't give up things in your life for competing. Don't give up other important things in your life for competing. Like, for instance, having a baby. That's a pretty important thing. You know, competing can wait. You can always go back to it. It's never too late. You're never going to be too old. If turning professional is your ultimate goal, you definitely want to stick with it, but you don't have to do it in 6 months to a year. You know, you can take 5 years to do it. It was my goal when I first started, and I was frustrated at certain times when it didn't happen right away. But then when you do decide to do it, you do want to, you know, definitely give it 100%. You don't want to give up the other things in your life, but it does need to be very close to the top of your priority list. I definitely plan out all my meals, and like I said, I cook some stuff in bulk ahead of time, and like, I make sure I have all my food, bring it all my food to work, and I definitely plan out my dinners. For me, I like to eat something different every night. So I have my nutrition plan, and then I fit in, you know, what I'm going to eat for my protein, what I'm going to eat for my carb, what vegetable I'm going to have, and then I make a dinner every night different. And then my family and I, if my husband's home, we all eat together, and I think that's important. So I think planning out your week, like on Sundays, maybe someday over the weekend, is definitely a good idea. And go to the grocery store that same day, get all your groceries that you need for the week, and then go ahead and prep the things that you're going to make in bulk and have those ready for the week. I mean, that's huge. I mean, definitely have fun with it. Um, you know, if you're just starting out, you know, it should be a hobby, and it should be fun, and you should really enjoy doing it. You should wake up and enjoy what you're doing that day. Like, you want to go to the gym. You want to eat these types of foods. And if you don't like eating these types of foods, find different foods that you enjoy eating, because if you're not enjoying it, then I don't really understand why you're doing it. So that's probably, I guess, the last thing I would add. You know, you do hear in some circles and some people with prep, they just, not necessarily complaining, but just seems like they're really struggling with it, and like they've overcome so many obstacles and given up, made so many sacrifices. And yes, there are some sacrifices to be made, definitely, but not as many as you hear out there. If you're making all these sacrifices and you're not enjoying it, and it's so hard every day to wake up and do this, then I would say it's not worth it. So just definitely make it worth it. And if what you don't enjoy what you're doing right now, find a way to enjoy it if you want to stick with it.